Very good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Welcome to 12th World Atheist Conference. Sir, tell me about your opinion and your actions about this Atheist Conference.
From Periyar movement, as far as my experience is concerned, I have been attending the World Atheist Conference since the year 2006. At that time, it was convened in Siddhartha Arts and Science and Arts
College.
Yeah. That was the first World Atheist Conference I attended along with our cadets of our movement. At that time, our leader, Dr. Veerabani, could not attend that World Atheist Conference since he was away from the country at that time. Myself and senior functionaries of the movement, we came and attended the function. We got the opportunity to give presentation about the principles and practices, that is activities of the movement in that World Atheist Conference. From then onwards, we have invariably attending all the World Atheist Conference convened by Atheist Centre Vijayawada. More than that, I want to tell 2 World Atheist Conferences we have organized along with Atheist Centre Vijayawada. The first one was in 2011.
In which place, sir?
In Tiruchirappalli. Both collaborated that World Atheist Conferences were conducted in Trichy only. 2011 World Atheist Conference we convened. Atheist Centre Vijayawada, Dravadar Kalagam, a wing of Dravadar Kalagam. I will not say it is a wing of Dravadar, it is a separate organization that was also founded by Periyar, the Rationalist Forum. These 3 organizations jointly we conducted there, and also delegates from both AP, other states in India, and foreign countries also. They came and they attended the conference. Under the guidance of our leader, Dr. Veerabani, that was the full-fledged World Atheist Conference we convened at that time. Coinciding with that conference, we brought one souvenir also, inviting articles on the theme of the World Atheist Conference. If I remember correct, the theme of the conference was Atheism, an alternate way of life.
Sir.
At that time, Dr. Vijayam Garu was there.
Yes.
He only coordinated. From our movement side, I worked with him together for that. The next conference was in 2018. That is jointly organized conference. Prior to that, we conducted one conference away from the country. That was the first international conference on Periyar self-respect movement. That was in Germany, in Cologne University. The university campus itself, 3-day conference we convened there. That was in the year 2017. Subsequent to that, in January 2018, that joint World Atheist Conference we conducted. This is in brief.
Okay, sir. Sir, our 12th World Atheist Conference theme, positive atheism, critical thinking and social secular work. What you want to say about this theme?
Actually, from the beginning itself, Gora Garu insisted for positive atheism. So atheism means it may look like a negative concept. Theism, opposite to that, atheism. Belief in God, non-belief in God. Actually, the positive concept should be atheism. The negative only, theism. But in practice, it is not like that. In order to insist that only, Gora Garu advocated for positive atheism. It is a positive thing. It is for the constructive purpose. For the development of the society in the name of the God. Lot of social evils are taking place. For centuries together, people have been divided in the name of the God, as if God has told, I only created fourfold division of the society. Actually, that was the creation of human beings only. Because of that societal setup, certain people, they have got certain privileges and they were in the apex level of the society. In order to sustain that their position, they interpreted in a way that it has been created by God. Then only people, they will not object. That was the background.
People obey to that.
People. If human being told means people immediately they will oppose. If God has told like that means we should not oppose the views of the gods. In that way, cleverly they designed the societal setup. What Periyar did was many social reformers, they fought against the social evils. They did only reformative, here and there some changes, that's all. Tinkering work. So during their lifetime, some changes took place. After their demise, again the original level regained. Nobody came forward to oppose the God. The Periyar style of functioning is not only principle, practice is what is the core focal point, what is the basis for the social evils, that has to be opposed. If God says means, we know very well there is no God at all. But in the name of the God only, the evils are practiced. Social degradation takes place. Discrimination, division, denial of education. The children, they have to, compulsorily they have to carry out the profession of their parents. These are all the Varnashrama Dharma that was existing. Let it be a non-existing God. If it is advocated in the name of the God has to be opposed. So Periyar was as far as South is concerned, he was the first person to oppose the core focal point. Even we used to say, black shirt cadets in Tamil Nadu, people used to point out, who are they? If they ask that question means, people they will reply, these are people who do not believe in God. They will not mention the name of the organization.
Why?
To that much extent he has opposed Periyar. Periyar means opposition to God. No God.
Okay.
But we want to explain further. That is the main reason the movement has not picked up fast. Compared to other organizations, we are slow and steady. Consistently, we are successful. Only success will be definite. Only success is delayed, not denied.
Yes, sir.
We used to tell, our leader, Dr. Veeramani used to tell, Periyar philosophy is not no God.
Not no God. Oh.
That is not our principle. It is only a strategy.
Okay.
Son, what is the ultimate principle? The ultimate principle is all human beings are equal. That is the basic principle of Periyar movement. So, then that is the principle, whatever be the force that stops that principles to spread further, that has to be opposed. So God advocacy is against the equality of human beings. Let it be God, we have to oppose. So opposition to God is not philosophy, not principle. It is only a strategy. Once equality comes, there is no need to oppose God. It is mere denial of God. No God, that's all.
Sir,
until then we have to oppose the God.
Sir, Periyar sir, mostly his critical thinking is very forceful, very energetic. So what do you want to say about his principles?
Periyar himself answered for this. People used to comment my propaganda is vehement, forceful. It is only in delivery of my address I am not violent in action. I am forceful in my talking. For that, Periyar used to tell, as far as some social disease is there, for any disease, doctor has to give treatment. If it is a fever, the treatment is one thing. If it is some serious disease like cancer, the treatment should be different. So if it is a average disease, normal disease means we can give tablets, medicine, that is sufficient. If it is cancer means we have to do surgery. What I am doing is surgical operation. Definitely it will be forceful. That's all.
Okay, sir. Then, sir, what is the message you want to give to coming generations about critical thinking and secular work?
As far as I am concerned, the younger generation are more critical than the older generation. Because of the opportunities available, the social media, information, everything, that much of information is not available for the older generation. In that way, the current generation, they are reading vast reading is there. Only thing is this critical thinking, if it comes at the right stage, that is means adolescent stage. So at the age of 20 plus something like that, it will sustain. That was the right opportunity for every human to think very, very neutrally. Afterwards, a lot of commitment, then attachment to a particular philosophy means, then critical thinking to that much extent it comes down.
No.
So for that only, we have to advocate this philosophy, the rational thinking, critical thinking, everything at the right stage of almost in a student stage, high school student or college student. We have to attack that section of the population. Then only if we sow the seeds, definitely after 20-30 years we can easily harvest.
We have to educate in schools
and we have
early colleges, junior colleges.
Instead of propagating, it doesn't mean we should not propagate to the older people. It is not like that. We have to concentrate more on the young people.
Young people. It will be very useful.
Useful also.
Oh, yes, sir. Sir, if the women want to enter into humanism or atheism, what should she do in her early steps? You give me any suggestions?
In our society, a male member can come to the public functioning very easily. As far as women are concerned, even though if they are educated means it is not comparatively easy. Our social setup is like that, for which only Periyar fought for, not only for social justice, he fought for gender justice also. Even in the Varnashra Dharma, the caste system applies only for male members. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. This is fourfold division. Below that, outcast, that is Panjama. All these divisions are applicable only for male members. Below this, all these 5 categories only, women, all women they are coming under. Sixth category. Say they don't have any identity. Based on the identity of the male members only, their identity will be changing.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the thing. If we go to the historical background, this Varnashrama system was not available in our country during ancient days. It was thrust by the culturally invaded people from other countries.
Like Aryas.
Like not Aryans only. Aryans, majority of the Aryans, there were nomadic tribes. Nomadic tribes. They came from steppes, pastures and other areas. Mainly male members they came.
Oh.
They married
This woman
of Indian origin. Indian origin. So in those days only they will treat women like that only.
Okay.
This aspect, all the women they have to understand, including the women belonging to upper castes. Upper caste they have to realize first. This differentiation, the upper caste women they are not understanding the reality. They have to understand all the women are one category as far as this Varnashrama is concerned. That they have to realize. So women means all the women. So the Manusmriti Smriti, what it says is women they should not be independent. So immediately after birth they are dependent on parents, father, not parents, father only. After marriage dependent on husband. After husband, older age they have to depend on the sons. This is the Manusmriti is not a way, it is the legal code of ancient system. Still the principle involved in the Manusmriti is available in our constitution also. Many laws are enacted based on that Manusmriti only. This differentiation people, women, especially women, they have to understand and they have to discriminate. I will not say go back to further. Women members, they don't have any property rights over that property rights over the ancestral property. Grandfather, father property. After the demise of the father, the property will go to only the
Son.
male members. Male members in the family. That was the system. First, the equal right was made in Andhra only. N.T. Ramarao was the chief minister at that time.
Yes, sir.
Afterwards, it came in practice in Tamil Nadu. That was in the year 1989.
Okay. Chief Minister who, sir?
Kalaignar Karunanidhi.
Okay, sir.
This is 89. The resolution was passed by Periyar in the year 1929. 60 years back. That is the first self-respect conference. In that only that resolution was passed. Equal rights should be made available to women members. It is Andhra, it was available. You may be knowing quite interesting also. N.T. Ramarao Garu, immediately after graduation, he served in Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
In government service, prior to coming to the cine field, he was serving in there. Her parents and forefathers, they belong to the Justice Party.
Okay.
At that time, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, everything was combined in Madras province only. Somehow it got reflected to NTR and he made provision for that. It was available in Tamil Nadu and Andhra. In 2006, UPA government at that time, DMK was in alliance with Congress. At that time only, the law was enacted for the whole of India. Until then, female members they don't have any rights over the ancestral properties. Even the law was enacted, law has to be interpreted. Who has to interpret? Only judiciary they have to interpret. At that time, what they were telling was, law commencement date is there. If women members they got married earlier to that, they will not have any rights. Only after the enactment act, interpretation was like that. Recently, Supreme Court gave judgment. That is not the correct interpretation. Daughter means always daughter, whether married or not married. So they have got right over the parental properties. That is the thing. This is the one thing. In the same way, so many things are there. Legally, we have to fight.
There should be many fates have to done
Yeah.
to get equal rights.
Equal rights.
Yes, sir. Sir, with science and technology, what you want to do? Enact this critical thinking and social reforms using science and technology and like media.
Atheist Centre was started 85 years back.
Yes, sir. 1940.
Yeah. Periyar founded the movement nearly 100 years back. Both Periyar as well as Gora Garu advocated for the development of scientific temper. Critical thinking means spirit of inquiry. If anything is told means why, what, to whom, it has to be asked. In that way
How
only, arguing. Simply they are saying you should not accept. You have to clarify with it. What is the background behind it? Yes, to act. That is the rationalist attitude. This was the preaching carried out by both the leaders. It is prior to independence. At the time of independence, constitution is framed. There was no emphasis on scientific temper, critical thinking, anything like that. It is inserted to the constitution in the year 1976 at the time of emergency only. Emergency period, a lot of negative things had happened. Only 2 positive things we can quote is this scientific temper.
Okay.
In constitution there are special provision, fundamental rights. If fundamental right is denied to you, you can approach the Supreme Court.
Yes, sir.
So in 1976 what they did was, like a fundamental right, fundamental duty should also be there for every citizen. Provision was made, but it is not enforceable. That is the difference between fundamental right and fundamental duty. So we have to fight. It should be made as a fundamental duty, enforceable fundamental duty. That are all the rationalist organizations we have to do. What was preached, that is now as on date available in the Indian Constitution. So Indian Constitution is applicable to every citizen of the country. It should be made compulsory. That day should come.
In fundamental duties, there is critical thinking and scientific temper.
Yeah. On Article 51A. A is lot of fundamental duties and H says, H is one of the subdivision.
Okay.
It shall be the fundamental duty of every citizen to develop scientific temper, humanism, spirit of inquiry and reform. Spirit of inquiry means what is that? It is a critical thinking. Questioning. That is in the different form they have mentioned. It is actually critical thinking only.
Okay.
It should be made as an enforceable fundamental duty. If it is enforceable means whoever deviates, all this enactment of Superstition Act, it is not at all required. Based on that we can proceed.
Yes, sir.
But law we can make. Before that, lot of things have to be people opinion mindset that has to be changed. Mere act alone will not serve purpose. In that aspect, rationalist organization we have got a challenge to reach the people. Politicians, they will not do that exercise. They will go after vote.
They will keep up the superstition.
Yeah. Then only they can survive. For that only rational, even though we are numerical strength is very, very meager, we have to do that exercise.
Sir, in Tamil Nadu, what type of superstitions are there?
Superstition exists everywhere.
Yes, sir.
China, it has advanced in so many ways. Atheism, non-belief in God is a common thing. But they have got belief in evil spirits. So superstition is more dangerous than God.
Yes, sir. Very correct. Very 100%.
Superstition is more dangerous than God, and also preaching of Atma, hell, heaven, rebirth is more dangerous than God belief. So it is a very, very challenging task we have to do. So whatever says means if they want to orthodox people, they want to threaten whatever you do, you will get punishment. hell, heaven. Next birth you will be born as some other creature. So what will happen in next generation, nobody knows. But people, they are believing that worshipping God is something different. More than that, this has to be eradicated.
To get moksha, they are doing many
in
rituals.
Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala, only degree differs. Superstition continues still. I can quote one practical example. I am 70 years old. During my boyhood, even adolescent stage also, smallpox, have you heard about
Yes, sir.
smallpox? Now it has been eradicated. Completely eradicated. So if smallpox is infected to a person, what the family members used to take, the goddess has come to our house in the form of a disease. Even disease also, there is a divine disease, non-divine disease. Now the smallpox has been eradicated means God God has been eradicated. We have to tell like that only. Nowadays that practice is not available. The disease itself is not there. People they not. I personally experienced many family members, many especially lady members. They used to tell in Tamil Nadu there is one goddess Mariamma. Mariamma has come to her family.
In smallpox.
Smallpox. Yeah.
Okay.
Nowadays, similar way, we can quote empty number of superstitions. If we develop critical thinking, science is different from scientific temper. Science means many people are science.
Even scientists are doing pujas.
Do you know the comment passed by Sir C.V. Raman when first aircraft was sent in the space? Sir C.V. Raman was a famous scientist.
Yes,
he was awarded Nobel Prize. When first aircraft, the spacecraft was sent to by Russia, the comment passed by Sir C.V. Raman was, no, that is the area of God. Who human beings should not enter with this body.
Okay.
After our demise, we can go there.
Okay.
So Sir C.V. Raman as a stature of big scientist, they have uttered comments like this. What made him to utter? Only the brought up. He was brought up in a orthodox family. That is the thing. When I studied in colleges, teachers, professors, they used to handle zoology, that is a class on Darwin theory. Darwin theory means evolution theory. So from small creatures only, by the process of evolution, bigger creatures formed, human beings, and that what is that apes, they have got common ancestors. That was the Darwin theory.
Yes.
After conducting the class, the professor told for academic exercise, I got told like that. I am a strong believer. God only created human. So these things we have to differentiate. Scientific temper has to be inculcated as a curriculum in the educational institution, not mere science.
Because from childhood we have to
childhood only we have to inculcate that spirit. There should be a separate syllabus for the development of scientific temper. Nothing wrong in it. Just like science subject, scientific temper development. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, what is your experiences encountering the Babas or any godmen?
Actually, we have to propagate why God-men they are appearing. People, they were imagining the activities of God like this or that. In that way, they are imagining and they are worshipping God. they aspire, if God comes in reality, what will happen? That is the expectation of every human being. So people who are clever enough, they are utilizing that opportunity. God men are not fools, they are clever people. Face reading.
They are clever enough to make others fool.
Others to believe. Fool others. Actually, who will come to God men? Some problem or any other thing for salvation, they will come. God men, they used to advise in a non-committal manner. If people who are suffering at that stage, an elder member or a counter human being, if he advises, means it gives a lot of solution to the suffering people. If God men with that appearance and other things, if they tell, means they have got a great respect for that God man. How long they can continue? How long they can continue means every God man has a season.
Seasonal God man.
Yeah, seasonal God man. So they cannot be permanent. But all these things are exposed. Earlier, the information technology was not available, so we couldn't expose it. Now all the video, everything is there. So Sai Baba, not only Sai Baba, in all other God men, their activities have been videographed. So they are doing magics, tricks, how they are getting gold chain, gold ring. As if it's a divine gift to people, they are thinking. It is not actually. Some disciples they are handing over. He is only passing on the gift to the people. All these things are exposed. That is the thing.
Exposed they are.
Yeah. So in this way only slowly we have to expose and.
The truth came. If you want to give me any suggestions about critical thinking and rational thinking and humanism also, mainly humanism is suffocating. It is because of some superstitions also, because of science and technology also. What you want to give me any suggestion?
Earlier I told, for any change in the society, change in the mindset is very much required. At appropriate stage only it has to be inculcated. The student stage. So the school syllabus. Some aspect we have to include in the syllabus. In those days, non-detailed text will be available. Apart from the core subjects. What is the moral principle? Something like that. Some in the stories form it were inculcated.
Yes, sir.
I think nowadays it is not available to that much extent. So the ancillary subjects like that has to be part and parcel of the school curriculum. Apart from that, as I already told, that scientific temper, a separate subject has to be commenced. By educating the people on the formal setup, that normal doing propaganda and other things, they are entirely different. The formal educational institution, it should be made compulsory. Then only all these ideas, critical think, humanism, scientific development, it can reach the people. Is the thing.
Sir, it is science and technology is very useful to humanism, but in which way you are thinking? It is adding humanism or decreasing humanism?
What it is adding or decreasing, it should be properly exploited. One thing. Information technology has developed a lot. What many people are carrying out, a simple computer can do. This is the development of science and technology. After studying, knowing how to operate their computer, what people they are doing at the time of Ayudha Puja, they are putting kumkum to computer itself. That is the difference. So science and technology has developed. Anything, if it is worshipped, that will defeat the purpose of it. The purpose of forming computer and using computer is defeated once it is worshipped. People, they will not question. Something novel thinking should come.
They are not using it in right way.
Right way, proper way. Right way, it is a proper way. There are a lot of avenues are available in that science and technology. Fully, it has to be tapped. This is the thing. And also, whether you know or not, Saraswati Puja, how they will celebrate, you know?
Yes, sir. To some extent, not much.
In our days, when we were boys, on the day of Saraswati Puja, you should not read anything.
Oh, why?
Book should be kept and worshipped.
Okay.
The purpose means division of labor is available to human beings. But here division of labor has been done to God. Saraswati, which department she is looking after?
Educational department.
Education department. So, if we praise the God Saraswati means whether you read on the remaining 364 days or is whether you are reading or not reading, that is not important. On the day of Puja, you have to read. But what is the way of worshipping? On the day you should not read. Do you know the difference? In that way they have discouraged education.
Okay.
Suppose all the 364 days people they are provided with opportunity to read and learn anything, that opportunity is not available to many people. Then you can give one day rest. But many of the people, they are unable to go to school, study, to go and study at colleges. At least Saraswati day, at least one day only they have to fully read.
But in Puja, we don't touch books.
Books we should not touch. Now it has been lightly changed. In our days, our parents used to advise us, no, bring all your books. Kept there. It should be worshipped. Maybe we'll be happy at that time.
Take rest.
So this is the mode of worshipping. So the goddess is meant for education. So by reading books and other things only we have to worship that gods. That practice was not available. Contrary to that. That is the thing.
Sir, how much percentage of younger generations are following Periyar movement?
Actually, no analysis, scientific analysis has been done on that. But it doesn't need any analysis. Periyar movement cadets, we used to wear black shirt. Usually, a general thinking is there everywhere. Black is a sign of bad omen.
Sunny.
Yeah. Sunny. People, they will not wear black dress. Nowadays, it is very likely fashion. It has become. It has become a fashion. It doesn't mean all they are not accepting all our philosophy. That is not the question. That inhibition has been broken. And also, younger generation, they used to wear T-shirt. I am talking about 30 years back. One revolutionary image will be there in the T-shirt. He was born and he was main instrumental for revolution in some other country. If I ask what is that image means, they will tell the name of the revolutionary. What he has done to India, people they will learn.
Don't know. They have no answer.
Yeah, an answer. This was the position some 30 years back. Now, we are accepting or not, people they are wearing black T-shirt. It doesn't need any analysis. That is the support which we are getting. So, we people, elderly people, we need not bother. after our generation, whether that principle will continue, definitely that will be held by the younger generation in further. We are very, very confident. In Tamil Nadu, people are like that.
And if you can think that is more than 50%?
More than 50%. More than 50%. Actually, Periyar is not a symbol of atheism alone. Atheism alone. Some vandalism took place. So the people, opponent people, they wanted to insult the Periyar statue. They put some chapels in the Periyar statue. More than the Dravidar Kalagam founded by Periyar, other movement cadets, they came and protested. To that much extent, Periyar has spread beyond the barrier of party. When protest was going on, many people participated in that protest. Was people, Orthodox people, they came with the Vibhuti, Namam. At that time, media people, they asked, you are a believer of God,
why are you
protesting? But that is a different thing. If my children, they are educated, they are in abroad, Periyar was responsible for that. Because of the Periyar only, they got the educational opportunity. So definitely it is important protest for me. I will participate.
That's the impact of the
Periyar created. And also another thing also, opponent RSS and other people, they will go to temple. They will worship God. When the question of election comes, they will vote only for Dravidian parties.
Okay.
DMK, something like that. They will not vote for that Sangh Parivar.
Okay.
That clarity of thinking, Tamil Nadu people always there. So all this happened not overnight. 100 years experience. That impact Periyar has created.
He is people's man.
Yeah, people's man.
Okay.
That is the thing.
Sir, what you want to give the reflection or any message about this atheist conference to our viewers?
Actually, more than conducting at our venue, in future World Atheist Conference, we have to go outside our center. So that this rationalist organization delegates, it is one thing. That is for academic sessions, they can participate. After this conference is over, public meeting should be there.
It should be like action.
That should be a message to the common public. Atheist movement. It should not be an intellectual confluence. It should not be like that. In Periyar movement, we used to do like that only. Whether any internal committee meeting, anything there, that is for functionary. That is one thing. Afterwards, in the evening hours, we will have a public meeting. What is the resolutions we have passed? So that will be useful to the public. In that way, public meeting we have to conduct. And also people who are not atheist, some sources we have to mobilize them. They have to come and attend the conference. An exclusive Telugu session should be there. Then only we can involve people.
Yes, sir.
The Telugu people. Depending upon the area, if Kannada speaking means Kannada session should be there.
Yes, sir.
Then only we can reach the common mass.
Very valuable.
Periyar did that. Periyar adapted not Tamil language, people's language. He spoke. In that way he reached people. That attempt we can make here also. That is our humble suggestion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me valuable answers and your valuable time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
ఈ కార్యక్రమం మీకు ఎంతో నచ్చింది కదా? ఇటువంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోల కోసం అనతి కాలంలోనే 20 కోట్లకు పైగా వ్యూస్ సాధించిన సమరం ఛానల్ సమర్పించు ఎథిస్ట్ సెంటర్ ఛానల్కు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి షేర్ చేయండి. అలాగే ప్రక్కనున్న గంట సింబల్ని ప్రెస్ చేయడం మర్చిపోకండి.